Dear students and working accountants, welcome to my Expiry Tally Prime YouTube channel. My name is Babu Rao. Today, in this video, we are going to discuss about batch-wise details in Tally Prime. So, what is meant by that and how you will record that? And before entering into the topic, a request to you, everyone visiting my channel and watching my videos, please don't forget to subscribe the channel and also click the bell icon next to the subscribe button and select all. You will get notification for all the videos which I upload in my channel, and also share my channel with others, right? And another very important thing is, so everyone watch every video till the end. Don't skip in the middle. If you skip in the middle, you will understand the topic up to that point only. The balance topic or subject you cannot understand and you will not know. It will be like half an hour. It is time, waste of time, but nothing more than that. Okay. And watch every video till the end. If necessary, watch it more times also. You will get good knowledge. And also, so in the video, I will show many examples, illustrations, etc. And you take some other own illustrations also and work out or practice them many number of times in the tally. You will get expert knowledge. Okay. And also, if the video is good, after watching fully, if the video is good, please like the video, any video. And if you like the videos, the YouTube people will share this video to many people so that many people can watch this video and learn the topic. Okay, now we will enter into the topic. See here. See, generally, when a when goods are manufactured by the manufacturers, so what they do is they will not manufacture the material in many quantities. That is, in large quantities they will not manufacture. So they will not manufacture. They will manufacture the goods in the required quantity. So in the quantity, after completing the quantity, selling the quantity, then they will again manufacture again some more quantity like that. So for each quantity they manufactured on any day, they will give a number or name. It is called as lot. That quantity manufactured on a particular day, it is called a lot. So they will give some name or number to that lot. It is called lot number. So they will have lot number to every goods manufactured on a particular day, and the date of manufacture also they will put the label on the product, the date of manufacture and the lot number. This lot number we call in the tally plane as batch number. Okay, both are same. So the batch number and the date of manufacture will be printed on the goods, on the product. So here, in case the products are the goods are released in the market, if anything goes wrong, if anything problem arises, so they can take back the goods, they can call back the goods, and depending on the number of the batch number and the date, so they can review the records and they will see what is the problem, why it is giving problem, and the problem can be rectified with the help of the date of manufacture and the batch number. So this is about that. And in some cases, all the goods, definitely in every goods, that is every product manufactured, will have the batch number and date of manufacture. Okay. And some goods, they will have limited time period. Mostly all the products will work forever, for many time, lot of time. But in some cases, in some goods, they will work or they will be useful for a particular period only. After that, that is not useful, that cannot be used. For example, medical supplies, that is medicines, and foods and food and beverages, that is the human consumption, medicines and this one. And also food items, fireworks and house cleaning items, then batteries, baby products and toys, then cosmetic items, and particularly fertilizers, manures, and pesticides. All these will have a limited time period. That is, will have a limited time period of the working. And in the case of medical supplies and food and beverages, milk, etc., so they will, after that time, that is after their lifetime, they will become poison. So in the case of human consumption items, so they will become poison. So that those cannot be consumed by the people. As well as some other items, they will lose the power. They will lose the power, and they will not. They are not useful after that time. So that time period, the time is called as expiry date. After the expiry date, these cannot be sold because they will not work or they will be danger to the public. That is why after the expiry date, they will not be useful. They cannot be sold. That is why in the case of these expiry goods, along with batch number and the date of manufacture, the date of expiry also, that expiry date also will be printed on the product. So that what we have to do is we will learn now how to deal with the batch numbers, how they will be entered, how they will be enabled, and they will be entered. And how about the when you are selling the damaged, I mean what you call expired goods cannot be sold after the expiry date. They have to get back, they have to keep us aside, and they have to be returned to the supplier. Okay, now, so in this case, how you will do that is actually we will create a company in the normal way. We create the company in the normal way. We know how to create the company. So I created a company because there is a problem. I created the company. So Rama Pharma, that is medical I took. So this will have its expiry date also. So go to the Alt K company menu, go to alter. So you will see how the company is created. This is all ordinary. After creating the company, we will go to the company features. If it is already created, we have to go to that by pressing F11. So by pressing F11, we have to go to the F11 features. In this case, all the features which we require, they are already for any other business. So maintain accounts, enable bill-wise entries required for goods or services, and we are dealing with inventory. So maintain inventory and integrate accounts with inventory. And for goods or services, we will have GST. So enable the goods and services tax, give the details, GST number, that is GST details, GST number, and all the details you do. Okay, and then accept. So created the company, enable the features. But along with these features, new features, whatever features we require, we have to enable. Suppose if you want bill wise entry, we will require. We will. If you have inventory, we have only services. Inventory is not required. We will not enable. If you have inventory, we will enable the inventory also. Similarly, now we are going to deal with the batch number. Batch number means these are all batch number means batch number, manufacturing date, and expiry date. All these are called as totally batch wise details. So if there is no expiry date, we will not give expiry date. But these two, batch number and manufacturing date, you have to give. So these features are to be enabled. So how we will do it here? See here in the inventory. This is relating to the inventory only. So in the inventory, so come to fourth one. So enable batches. So we have to enable the batches, make it yes, and then along with the batch means batch number and manufacturing date will come, and along with it, we require the expiry date also. If there is expiry date here next one is maintain the expiry date for batches. This also you have to make it. So both you have to enable. For disabling, if you disable the batches first one, yeah, no, so both will be disabled. For enabling, we have to enable both. For enable both. So this is for batch number and manufacturing date. This is for expiry date. So we have to enable both. Okay, and then accept. So this one, and we will create the ledgers at the time of making entry also we can create. So in the case of ledgers, so we will create all the ledgers in the normal way for just like any other business. So GST, 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 that is GST ledgers, then purchases and sales, and then debtors and creditors, then tax, then bank account, under any other expenses, any incomes, as well as capital account, as well as purchase of any assets like computer, everything. But for goods and services, we will enter purchase account, and here we will not give any details. GST details will be given in the stock item. So we take the purchase account, but at the end, nature of type of supply, we will say it will be services by default. We have to select goods. Okay, for purchases as well as for sales also, we need not give any details. Details will be given in the stock item. Suppose if there are many stocks, but the GST, the HSN code number and percentage, everything is same, that can be given in the purchase and sales also. And at the end, goods you have to select. Okay. But in the case of assets, this is all goods. In the case of assets, we cannot enter in purchase and sales. Purchase and sales account is for goods only. In the case of computer, it is comes under group is fixed assets. For this, there is no stock item. For service and assets, there will be no stock item. So in the ledger itself, for services as well as in the ledgers, in the case of purchase and sales also, there are no details. That is, there are no stock items details. So there is no stock item. So we have to give in the ledger only. GST applicable. This is the HSN code, taxable, percentage, and at the end. So for services, we select service. For trading goods, purchasing and selling, we select goods. But for these fixed assets, they are called as capital goods. Okay, we have to select that goods, accept, and all others are same. Okay, then go to the inventory masters. In the inventory masters, see the batch-wise details are related to the goods, date of manufacture, batch number, everything. That is why when they are creating the inventory, that is stock items, then in the stock items, so in the F11 features, we enable the batch-wise details. The batch-wise details we have to enable in the stock item also. So go to the stock item. So in this case, I took medicines, two medicines, tablets, that is crocin 250 mg, paracetamol 500 mg. See, actually I have a problem. So in that I am doing this. So two medicines are taken. So I am creating. So if there is no medicine, there is no item, then you have to go to create, and you have to create here. Already I created. Go to this one, name of that item. Okay. Then in the case of medicines, said all the medicines will be taken in as well. 1 minute. I will. So in this case, in the case of medicines, definitely groups will be taken. Groups and category also will be taken. So category is 1 minute, I'll tell you. Category is not default, because by default group will come. So everybody will use group, and some people only will use category. That is why category is not given. Group under means group is given. If you want, you can enable the category also, that I'll tell you. So in this case of medicine, generally, so group will be taken as the brand. That is the company name will be taken as the group. Reddy Labs Medicines, Reddy Labs, Aurobindo, Sun Pharma. You go to the medical shops, you can see the bins they will have the name. That is the name of the company, that is Sun Pharma, Aurobindo. So the medicines related to that company will be there. So this will be taken as group. So here primary, I created Reddy Labs. So in this case, Reddy Labs is just creating the name. And here in the case of group only, so should entities of items be added, purchasing, adding, sales, reducing, that is to be done in the stock summary. That is, we have to give us details. We are not given because we have taken different types of goods. We'll have different SSN code and different. Or suppose under this Reddy Labs, all the medicines have the same code and same rate, then we can give here stock items. You need not give. This will go automatically to stock item. Okay, this we need not give anything. This is created. And then you want, this is Reddy Lab medicines. That what is the type of medicine? Tablets, syrup, injections, powder, different types of products will be there. So for that product type will be taken as the category. For that we require category. If you want to require a category, we have to go to F12. So this will be, by default it will be yes, that is group. Then category is there. We have to select this and we have to enable the category. This is the F12 means it is setting F12 configuration. We have to give it configuration. We have to activate. Okay. And then see now category has come. So in the category, so what is the type of the product? Powder, injection, like that. These two are, what is that? In tablets. So I created tablets. So I selected tablets as the category. So same thing. For this only just create that. For group only, should quantities be added? Okay, tablets. Then this is the unit, because see here, manufacturer will, suppose these tablets, they will sell in the boxes. Strips they will keep in the box, and box they will sell to the distributors. Distributor will sell the same box to the wholesaler, and wholesaler will sell the same boxes to the, that is purchasing in box, selling in box, single unit. In box only they will sell to the retailer. Retailer will sell boxes. He will open the box. He will sell the strips also separately, or he will cut the strips and he will sell the individual tablets also, number of tablets. So that is, they are using 2 units or 3 units. and wholesaler, and these all people are using only 1 unit. I am taking only 1 unit, saying that we are now the accounting we are making is it is say we're dealing with single unit means it is either any person not except retailer. That is, we take it as wholesaler. Wholesaler will sell purchasing boxes, sell in the boxes. Okay, and here it is not given anywhere. So we enabled the batch wise details in F11. We enabled batch wise. So here also you can press F11. You can see. So batch levels, batch wise details we enabled. So we have to show the batch wise details here, but the option is not there. So we have to get the option here about the batch details is not there. That means just like bill wise details, when you enable the bill wise details in F11 features, sometimes in the that is related to the persons, that is debtors and creditors in their account after the group, it will ask you the maintain balance bill by bill. That will be there, but sometimes that option will not come. In such case, there is another option in F12 that is to be activated. Then it will come. Similarly, here is not coming because even though it is activate, it is enabled in F11. The option is not coming. In such case, you have to go to F12. So in the inventory details, see here, maintain stock items in batches. Maintain stock. Generally, when you make it, generally it will be also yes. But if it is not yes, if it is no, then the option will not come. Here, the option is coming. The option is additional details. Only maintain batches will come. Maintain batches. After that, you come here. If you enable the batches only, other details are required. There is no batches, so there is no manufacturing date required, no expiry date required. That way, first we have get where we require the batch wise maintain in batches. If you make it yes, then the other two will appear. Other two will appear. Track date of manufacturing. You make it yes, and if this type of product is expiry date, it has expiry date, then you have to go to this also. You have to make yes. We have to enable. If it is not expiry, I mean it is not perishable means expiring. It is not perishable goods. We need not give the expiry date. But medicine, it has expiry date. That's why make it yes. Okay. These two are compulsory. This is required only for perishable goods. And then, so the details, everything see, applicable, GST applicable, specified details here because not specified anywhere. And the HSN code, specified details here, taxable, this is medicine, I'm giving 5%. Okay, accepted. Then come down to paracetamol 500 mg. This is also tablet. So take the group as Reddy Labs and the category as tablets. And here it is made as, here also it will be no only. So here, this also we have to make yes, then make yes, that is manufacturing date, then expiry date, make yes, and same details you are given because both are tablets, same HSN code, and the taxable also same rate of tax. So like this we completed, and then everything is done. Okay, that's so F11 you have to enable the batch wise details. In stock item also we have to enable the batch wise details. So if you enable that, it will come automatically. Otherwise, we have to go to F12, maintain stock items in batches. That you have to enable. Then you will get this. You have to make yes. Only if these two are compulsory, and if this is expired, these goods is perishable, then only expiry date. Okay. Other tax and HSN code. Okay. Like this. Now we will go to transactions. So here I have three problems. Problem number one, she says, so problem number one, this is problem number two. It is similar to the first one. Problem number two. Okay. So this one, and this is also just like them, very simple problem. Problem number three. Okay. So here I am working out the first problem number one. Okay. So see this, you try again this also, you try on one. So this one, just to stop the video, pause the video, you will see, you work out here and move this, you work out here and go to the second problem. You work out this, stop it and work out it, and again go down and see the problem, balance problem, and then so work out this, and this also you work out. Okay, so first problem I am taking. So now, so Rama Pharma started with a capital of 10 lakhs and deposited 58 lakhs in SBI Balanagar. Okay, so now already I created the company, I showed you, and I showed you this, and this company is created. If you go to F11, so I gave all the details I have completed, and here the number, see the HSN, GST registration number I have given here, accept. Okay, and accepted. That is everything done. Now we have to go to the all other ledgers, and stock items were created, and they can be created during the voucher entry also. So I am going to voucher, and voucher, this is the 1st April F2, 1st April 25. 1st April 25. Whenever you open a company for the first time in a day, it will the voucher. If you go to the voucher, see here, I am going to voucher. If you go to the vouchers, by default, payment voucher will open. Payment voucher will open by default. So we have to select any voucher which you require. See here, first of all, started business means capital is coming into the business. So we are receiving the capital. So that for that F6 receipt you have to get F6 receipt. F6 receipt you have to do. Okay. In this case, receipt, the date is the same 1/4. And here, sometimes this is will have single entry, double entry. Single entry means one ledger debit and credit will not show, but one ledger outside the above the portals, one ledger below the portals, one debit on credit, but debit credit we should not show. And then another one is double entry. Double entry means both entries, debit and credit, will be shown here. And one more thing is here, when a company is created newly, by default in the vouchers, the debit credit will be shown as 2 by. 2 means credit, by means debit. By means debit, by debit account to credit account. It will take 2 and by default. Any company created. Any company newly created. And so now what you are doing, when it is like this, we have to change it to debit credit. It will be, if you use this, we can work out no problem. But definitely sometime you will get confusion. That is, if it is DR and CR, it will be no problem. So go to F12, the very first one. If it is no, so it also is available. We make it yes, because all the features will be shown, all configurations here. See here, features F10, 11. Use CRDR instead of 2 means credit, 2 by 2 credit by debit. So use credit debit instead of 2 by. So yes, if you make, then this credit and debit will come. And here when you are making the entry, so in the normal what you call manual entry, we always start with debit account and end with credit account. Debit credit, then we write credit account. But in this vouchers, so it will show differently. So then accounting vouchers, only sales and purchase, the format is completely different. So 4 accounting vouchers: contra, payment, receipt, journal. In this, 2 vouchers will start with credit and end with credit, debit. 2 vouchers will start with debit. See, first one, credit, contra. Contra will start with credit only. Contra, and one leave one, another one, receipt. Contra and receipt both start with credit. Payment and journal, they start with debit. Remember this. So contra F4 and 6. Contra and receipt start with credit. Payment 5 and 7. Payment and journal start with debit. Now it is receipt now. So it is receipt. Receipt start with contra and receipt. Receipt start with credit. Now we are getting the cash towards capital from the proprietor. Cash is coming in. Cash is to be debited. Capital, who is giving, giver is owner. That owner, we will change the name. It is written as capital. So capital account is to be credited. Cash account is to be debited. So select capital account. Capital 10 lakhs. 10 lakhs capital. Then 2, we are getting cash. So we'll take cash. Suppose the owner will transfer the money from his account directly to our bank account. They will open a bank account and directly transfer to bank account. Then instead of writing to entry, say capital account, debit, bank is receiving. So directly we will enter the debit in bank account. Otherwise, you will take the cash, then deposit in the bank. Okay. Now here we'll write being capital introduced into business. Okay, this is the first one. And the second one, same date, same thing. It is deposited in the State Bank of India, Balanagar 8 lakhs. So when you are depositing the amount in the bank, so we are making the payment to the bank. But here, not making payment to outsiders. We are making payment to bank. So transaction between bank and the company. Then we enter the cash to bank, depositing in the bank, withdrawal from bank, transferring one account to another account in the bank. These transactions will be entered in the, recorded in journal, F4, contra voucher. Take contra voucher. Contra voucher also start with care. Receipt and contra with credit. So in this case, we are depositing in the bank means bank is receiving, bank account is to be debited. And we are paying cash in the bank means cash is going out. Cash account is to be credited. Starts with cash. So take cash, 8 lakhs, cash, and paying into the only two. In the case of contra entry, only bank and cash account will be there. See here, if you see here, only these two will be there. There are many banks, all the bank accounts will be there. Cash and bank. Okay. So we selected cash, and the next one is only cash, bank. So debit is automatically bank. Okay. This taken. And now when you are dealing with checks, payment to others, receiving from others, everything will be checks. We'll give the check details. But in the case of depositing into bank, when you are withdrawing, we'll give the check. Check details will give. We won't give cash details. We will not, when whatever he is paying to us, bank is paying, that cash details will not be entered here. Check details will be entered. But when you are making the payment into the bank, we will not give any check. Payment of cash. That is why here, come here. So that bank account transaction type is cash. And here, check number, bank name not required. This amount is paid in cash. So it will ask you denomination of cash. Here, see, denomination. It will ask you denomination. So there are no 2000, 1000, we will take 5500. So 1600, 500 is equal to 8 lakhs. 16 into 5, 80, 4 zeros. So 4550. So 1680 plus 4 zeros, 80 plus 4 zeros, 8 lakhs. Okay. This is accepted. These are the required. Being cash deposited into bank. Bank name is not required because name is given. Okay. Right. And then, so this is the next same day, paid rent advance to Raghava by check number by bank. Okay. We're making payment. So we'll go to F5 payment, and it is also same date. And here debit. Here we are making payment. Cash is going out. Cash is to be credited. But to whom we are paying? We are paying to Raghava. But why we are paying towards rent advance? So rent advance we are paying and by check. So Raghava is not required to enter. We will not enter the person account. So here we are debiting. If it is rent expense, debit. But now here it is not expense. We are making deposit. That is advance we are giving. That is also debit because it is an asset. Making payment of rent, it is expense, debit. Now we are making the advance. It is an asset. So we have to create rent advance account. Rent advance, we have to create the group we can give as loans and advance, giving loans to others, giving advances to others, asset. We have to select, or we can select as, we make it as rent deposit. If we say, then we can take it as deposits. Here, deposits asset. We can take it as deposits asset. Now we are taking rent advance. Take rent advance, advances, accept. So how much you are paying? We are paying 20,000 rupees rent advance. So through not cash. If you make cash, you will take cash here, payment of cash. But now we are paying through check. So take State Bank of India amount. Now we have to give the transaction type is check. Now we have to give the check details 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the instrument number means check number. It will have 6 digits. Okay. So sometimes there will be, in the beginning there may be zeros also. And the check date is first same date we are paying. So 1/4. So it will take the voucher date only. Suppose if the check is written sometime back, that date is written. So that date we have to enter here, not voucher date. It will take by default voucher date. We have to enter the check date. Okay. So being rent advance paid. That's all. Okay. That's over. And then it's over. So up to this is the related to other transactions. Now the business transactions 1/4/25 purchased the following stock from Shiva Pharmaceutical, GD Metla, Hyderabad. This is the register number, bill number, tax 5%. Okay. Now we have to take what we are doing. We are purchasing. Date is the same date. Purchase means F9. Purchase F9. See, in this case, already you say if you have already entered any service transaction, okay, in that case we will enter the service transaction with accounting invoice mode. But now here we are dealing with goods, so we have to change the mode. We have to change it to item mode. Item is stock item. Stock item mode. And what is the name? We have to give the number, invoice number, supplier invoice number. Copy that, give it here, or you can type. And the date is the same. And the party is Shiva Pharmaceutical, GD Metla. So here the name is not visible. So click the space bar. If you press, you will get the list of ledger accounts. Everything you will get the list there. So Shiva, Pharma. This also created, everything is okay. Okay, creating, and now accept. So these are the details, and then, sorry, and then accept here. Purchase account. Ledger means it is purchase account. We are purchasing goods. Now, what is the items? Crores in we are purchasing. Here, here, see here, quantity, rate, and amount will be there. So when you are purchasing also, so if you select that one, so we'll get this another table, because only quantity and rate will be there, and it will be automatically calculated. These three will be there. But now we have to give to every stock item, we have to give the batch number, date of manufacture, and expiry date we have to give. That is why those cannot be given here. Only these three will be there. So for giving the other details, this small window will open. It is called as item allocation for that product. So item allocation, in the first line, first batch number will be given, and after that these three will be there. Quantity, rate, and amount will be there. In the second line, this is the second line. Second line, manufacturing date and expiry date will be there. And here, if there is any stock, the name of the item, that is the batch, name of the date, that is name of the batch number. Batch, that is batch name may be given, number may be given. So name is batch name or batch number. Then manufacturing is not so important. And expiry date it will show, and the balance it will show if already we have stock. Now we don't have any stock. We have started newly. That is why now we are purchasing. So give the new number, means that is the batch number. Here we are purchasing 15 boxes with 50 rupees each. But these 15 boxes are purchased, they supply to us in two different batches, not one batch. So 101 one batch, 222 one batch. So this is 10 boxes and two different batches. So manufacturing date, expiry date will also different. That is why, first of all, you have to give the first one. So CRN 101. CRN 101 will give the batch number. Then quantity, rate, and everything. Quantity 15 boxes, but in this batch, total 15. In this batch, only 10 boxes. So 10 boxes we purchased. Each one is 50 rupees. So total amount is this one. Then come to the second line, manufacturing date. This date will be taken already. Our invoice date, that is our voucher date, April. So that why it is not taking one, I will tell you. The voucher date will be taken by default. But we purchased today, but the purchase, when you purchase from them, their batch number and their something old number will be there. So here we have to give the actual, what you call, manufacturing date. Manufacturing 1 to 25. So we have to give 1 to, we have to give year also, because it is manufactured in the last year. So that will be where it will expire only after 1 or 2 years sometimes. That is it. So 1 to 25, when you are giving only in the manufacturing date, if we give the first of a month, the number 1 will not be taken, only to show the month and year. That is, first it is February 25, means it will show only February 25. 1 it will not take. Any other date it will take date also. See here, now February 25 it is taking. If you give 2nd February 25, it will take the full date. Only first it will not take, only month and year. From 2nd onwards, any date, take the full date. Okay, 2nd 25. And expiry date is the exact date is required, because after that date we cannot use, we cannot sell also. 31/5, 31/5/25. Date the year also you have to give, because generally in the vouchers anywhere, if you give the month and year, month and date, automatically year will take 1st April to 31st March. But here we have to give the month also, because it might have been manufactured in the last year. It will be valid for next year also. It will be valid for 2 years, like that. So here we are giving. Sometimes this expiry date can be given in date. Generally, it will be like this. In period also. For example, 15 days. For example, sorry. If it is 15 days or 30 days or 15 days, give 15D. If you give 15D, it will take 15 days. So days you can give. For example, month, 1 month. If you give 1M, for month you have to give M. It will take 1 month. It will take 6 months. For example, 6M. It will take 6 months. If you give 1 year, it will take 1 year. If you take 2 years, 2Y, it will take 2 years. So you can give, but generally, in the case of some medicines, that expiry date will be given like 6 months, like that. But mostly date will be given. We have to take, when there is date, we have to take date only. That is 31,525, 31,525, and then so this is over. End of list will come out. But now we purchase. This is one batch. You purchase another batch also. We got. That is why we have to go to the another batch. So again, new number. What is the number? CRN 222. So select this. Accept. We can type it also. This one. And in this case, what is this? That is the quantity purchased. 5 boxes. Rate will be the same. For any number of boxes, whatever the product is same, rate is the same. Only the expiry and manufacturing date, batch number will be different. Okay. Now again, it will take the voucher date only. It will take what is the date here? 2/3/25. 2/3/25 March token. So it will take date also. It is 1st February. It is 1st February. Okay. It is 1st February. And here 2nd March. It will take 2nd March means it is taking date also. This is 1/5/25. 1/5/25. End of list. There are 2 batches. If there is another batch, we'll enter another batch also. That's all. Over. Next, we purchased paracetamol. Then we select paracetamol. For this also, new number, there is no stock. New number, what is the number? 50 boxes we purchased. So this is the batch number PARA, para 601. Para 601. Malli call jasta. Okay. And then what is the quantity we purchased? We purchased 50 boxes. Here, 50 boxes, 30 rupees. In one lot, that is one batch only, we purchased all the 50 boxes. 50 boxes, 30 rupees. 50 boxes, 30 rupees. If you purchase in two batches, so for each batch, what is the quantity? Rate will be the same. So I have taken, and then what is the manufacturing rate? 2/1/25. Okay. And then 2/6/25. 2/6/25 expiry date. That's all we will give. Over. Only one batch. And then over, come down to the total. If there is another item, enter there. Again, press, come down. Here, CGST. We are correcting the ledger. CGST, HGST. Here, first, in the case of item invoice, first you will enter the stock items. The total will come. Below the total, we will enter the ledgers. CGST, HGST, round off, any other expenses, discount, everything, all the ledgers will be entered here. So I stock items and ledgers. Okay. And then this is over and accept. So bill wise details, it will take the supplier invoice number. New reference, supplier invoice number, it has taken over. This is the thing over. And then just one simple thing I'll tell you. One, we will take the stock item, stock summary we will take. In the stock summary always, it will show by group only. If you want to see the items, just Alt F1. So it will under the group, what are the items? Another group, what are the items? If you want only items, not groups, then here you go. See here. Here item wise, only items will be shown. Only items will be shown. And these items and the numbers. This is the item. These only items will be shown. So the details also it is showing this one. Okay. And then you come down like this. And if you there is no here expiry date, all that's not shown. Only batch number is shown. So go to the display more reports. Then inventory books. Go to the batch. If you go to the batch, if you click, so name of the item, and if you click the name item, it has 2 batches. So first batch, if you take, so batch item, batch number, manufacturing date, expiry date, so the details will be shown. So inward, purchase, no sales, total balance. Go to the second one. Again, batch number, manufacturing date, expiry date, from whom we purchased. So this is the purchase or sale. It is purchase. So the supplier name. So purchase 5 in this batch, 5 boxes, and there is no sale. This one. But here, in this case, expiry date is not showing. Expiry date is not showing. And then if you take, that's all, only this one we purchased, and then come down to paracetamol. Paracetamol, only one batch. If you accept that, paracetamol product name, batch number, manufacturing date, expiry date. So from whom we purchased? Shiva Pharmaceuticals only purchase. So inwards purchase, no sales. Total 50 boxes are there in stock. But here, this what you say, the expiry number details are not given. If you want to see the expiry details, instead of going to inventory books, go to statement of inventory, and here statement of inventory, go to aging analysis, age analysis. You'll go. If you go to age analysis, it will show all the groups. If you select this group, only the items in that group will show. And if you select another group, that will show. But if you want to see all the group, all the items in all the groups, then select primary means all items. Primary, it will show primary means all batches, means all items under all groups. But we have only two, it is showing. But here there is expiry date one item. Actually, most is very important thing is expiry date. After that, we should not sell. So data manufacturers are so important. Okay, but we have to enter. And here, expiry date is not shown. So we want to see expiry date. So in this case, go to here, go to F12. In this case, form of report, condensed, simple. Go to detailed. If you click that and accept, then all the stock items, So here only items shown. Okay, here batch numbers, expiry date, everything is shown. Okay, here you can see when it is expiring. So whenever you see this, the date, on the date, then up to the previous date, what are the expired? Any item will be expiring on the date. 1st May means up to 1st May also we can sell. 2nd May it will expire. That is 1st May it will expire. 2nd May we cannot sell. Okay, this one. This is the thing, and all others are not required now. All others we will say that stock items later. Okay, and now then come to the vouchers. The next one is this is over. On 2nd April, we sold to Madhu Medicals. So 2nd April date, only you have to click and change the date. Now we are selling the goods. Go to F5. Go to F8. Go to F8. In this case also, the once you change it the mode, automatically the item invoice will come. So to whom we are selling? Madhu Medicals Hyderabad. So collect this. Madhu Medicals Hyderabad is the debtor. Madhu Medicals accept. So these are the details. Accept. We are making sale. So select sale. So what we are making? We are making crocin as well as paracetamol. So select crocin. So crocin is select. So in this case, what are all the list of active batches? Because unexpired. Expired batches will not show. When you are selling, active batches will not show up. Because if it is showing, so we may sell by mistake. Just we will sell it. That is why the expired items will not be shown. Only active batches only will be shown. And now 8 boxes you have to sell. So the first batch you have 10. You can sell 8. But how we will sell? When you are selling, we will sell the batch which expires quickly, which expires fast. In this case, it is expiring on 31st. We can sell it later. But this is expiring on 1st May itself. That is why this is the first expiry. So we have to select this. Use only 5. If you have only 5. So we have to give 8. So 5 we can sell from this. This will be out of stock. Then the balance 3 will be sold from this batch. Okay. Now here say all the manufacturing date, expiry date will be automatically it will take, because when you are giving in the purchase only, it will take in the sales. So just like rate also, rate of tax, we will give in the purchases. So automatically it will take in the sales also. The batch number, not only batch number, any goods, GST, HSN code, everything will give in the purchases. It will take automatically in sales also. So how much you are selling? You are selling now for this first batch, this batch, we are selling only 5. So we are selling 5. And what is the rate we are selling? This we are selling for 80 rupees. We purchase 550, 80 rupees we are selling over. So not only this batch, we are selling 8. So these 5 numbers we have sold, and the 3 numbers we have sold from this. So select the second another batch. It is expiring later. So take this one. In this we sold 4, but rate will be same. Batches will be different, but the rate of the product will be same in one lot. Okay, in one sale. And here the numbers will be taken, only these 2. Okay. Then come down, CGST, SGST. Okay, CGST, SGST. For everything you have to go CGST, SGST. Okay, it's over. Now if you go and see the stock balance, so display more reports, we will go to the stock summary also. We can go stock summary, Alt F1, the details you will get. Okay, in this, see here, or you can take F5. So only the items will be shown. Here, see crocin, total 10 plus 5, 15 we purchased. We sold 8, 5 plus 3, 8 we sold. We have only in the first batch, that is 101. 222, 5 sold. In the first batch, we in the 10, we sold 3. So balance 5 available. This is the available, this one. This one batch is this one. If there is another batch, total it will be shown differently. Here this total will be shown here. Only one total. This one we purchased only 50. So 50 are there, no sales. 50 are no. Price, this is price. 50 are there, no sales. So it is having 57. This is having, so expiry dates and everything you can see there. Okay. In the statement of inventory. So that we will take later. And then what happened? This is sold. And then this is 1st April. That is 1st June. 1st June, again we sold to Madhu Medicals only paracetamol, because see here, this out of this 7 are there. 7 expired on 31st May. All the 7 expired. That is why when you are selling on 1st June, this will not be available. For example, if you take on 1st June, if you make the sales entry, so sales entry, if you take Crocin, see here, Crocin, we purchased, this is sold, in this only 7 are available, 101 batch number. So these 7 expired on 31st May. On 1st June, they are not available. Up to 31st May, we can sell. On 1st Say, we cannot sell, already expired. Expired batches will not be shown. That is why. So no new batch, no balance is shown. Okay, that is expired. But now here, we, after selling him, and then we are selling on 1st June, we are selling to the same person, Madhu Medicals, we are selling, sales we are making, we are selling only here. Both we sold here. Here we are selling only paracetamol 10 boxes. Here 10 boxes, here 10 boxes. So paracetamol. Paracetamol, if you take, you see, out of 50 we purchased, 10 we sold already. We have 40. So we have out of 50, 2nd June, 50. Okay. So out of 50, already we sold. So this is the thing. Quantity. When you are, so what you are selling? You are selling, Madhu Medicals. Sorry, 1 minute. In the previous example, in the previous transaction, Madhu Medicals, sorry, we sold only this one. Sorry, no. In this case, we sold to this one on 2nd April. This is 2nd April only. 2nd April, not only Crocin, we sold paracetamol also. So paracetamol we sold. So that is the batch number. We sold paracetamol 10 boxes. See, 10 boxes at 50 rupees each. 10 boxes at 50 rupees is only one. So now for both we have to charge the gas day. So now this paracetamol is available only, see here, out of 50 minus 10, only 40 bucks available. Now we are making entry, that is sales to, that is on 1st June. 1st June you are selling, 1st June you are selling only paracetamol to Madhu Medicals. Madhu Medicals we are selling to sales, and only paracetamol we are selling. See here, already out of 50 you purchased, 10 are sold already. So there are only 40. Out of this 40, again we are selling 10 batches, 10 here. Only paracetamol, 10 boxes, 50 rupees is 10 boxes. So the same thing already we sold for 50. It is taking the same thing. If the rate is changed, we have to give the new rate. That's all. So this is over. So only one item we are selling, CGST, SGSTC. We sold only one item. Okay. And then now, this paracetamol, so purchase 50, 10 plus 10, 20 we sold, we have 30 still. We have the balance. But paracetamol, Crocin, so we sold some and balance expired. Now we require that. For that 2nd June, we are purchasing on 2nd June, we purchase from same, this is different, Radhika Pharma. From them, we purchased Crocin because already paracetamol is there. We purchased only Crocin from them. So Radha Krishna number is not given. So just I will take up 025 for example. 025, 2nd June, and name is Radhika Medicals. So creditor. So this is the local purchased, and purchases we made. What we purchased, Crocin 250 mg batch number, and we purchased 10 boxes. So Crocin we purchased, see here, new number, because old one is expired. There is no stock. That is expired. So it is expired. We are purchasing on after the expiry date. That is expiring on 31st May. Now we are purchasing on 2nd June. So they are already expired. So there is no balance. It is not in the voucher, it will not show. Okay. That is not showing. Now, new number. We are purchased. That is work. Okay. Now new number we have to take. What is the new number? CR 452. So click this CRN 452. And what is the quantity purchased? We purchased 10 boxes. So each it is taking 50. But now here we purchase for 55. So this is a different supplier purchase for 55. What is the date of manufacture? 2425. 2425 is the date of manufacture. Date of expiry is 2725. 2725 we purchased. So we purchased only this Croatian only one item we purchased. So CGST, yeah, GST we purchased. Okay, this we purchased. Now in the stock item, it will show. So we purchased 10 boxes. Now paracels, Croatian, old 7 is there. They are there, they expired. But with that, the 17 will be shown. 17 will show, we'll check another one. I'll take another entry, then you will see. Say here, again, same date. Again, Madhu Medicals, we sold Croatian. So last time we sold both. Next time we sold only one item. The other item we are selling now. So making sales, the same date. Date is the name is we sold to same Madhu Medicals. Madhu Medicals accept sales Croatian we are making. Only we are selling Croatian only 3 boxes. We are selling, this is the batch available. So we are selling 3 boxes. What is the rate? We sold for 90 rupees. Previously we sold for 80 rupees. Here we sold for 80 rupees. We purchased for 30. We 50, 30, 50, 50, sorry. Purchased for 50, sold for 80. Here purchased for 55 rupees, selling for 90 rupees. That is we are making sales 90 rupees. We are selling. So the dates, everything will be taken. That's all. Only one item we sold. Okay. Sales, Madhu Medicals, sales, only Croatian we sold 3 boxes. Now, so expired amount over. That is 7 expired items are there. Out of the 10 purchased now, again 3 sold. Still in this also 7. There will be 14 items in stock. But in the expiry dates, if you see the expiry dates, only 7 will be shown as active batches. 7 will not be shown because that is expired. But in the stock, all will be shown. Unless after returning them to the supplier, that will not show up. Okay. Now, and then come down CGST, yeah, GST, that is the number, invoice number is 24. The previously some entries are there. Okay. And then 55. Then sold to Madhu, okay. And then 2655, same date, again now. So this is all the goods. Now in the 2655, we will see this here. Okay, first of all, we see the stock because purchasing and sale is over. If you go to stock summary, so Alt F1, you see, this is showing 14 because 7 expired and 7 unexpired. Total good stock is 14. In this only 30. Purchase 50, 10 plus 10 sold. Now 30. So if you go, and if you take this also, and here also if you take this, it will show the inwards and outs. 15 purchased, 8 sold, 7 balance is there. 10 purchased, 3 sold, 7 plus the 7, 14 balance. In this case, we purchased 50, 10 sold, 40 balance, again 10 sold, 30 balance. And if you go to the display more reports, stock items, go to batches. If you go take this one, see here all the 3 batches will be shown because the first one it is showing 10 we purchased, 3 we sold, 7 are available. This is, when is this? This is expiry date 31st May. We are seeing on 2nd day. This is already expired. So it is showing in stock, but it is not, cannot be sold. And if you take this one, in this case, also here, purchased 5, sold 5, no balance. That's why this one. And in third one, now again we purchased 10, we sold 3, 7. These 7 are unexpired. The previous 7 are expired. Okay. And if you want to see the details of the expiry date also, come to statement of inventory, then come down to aging analysis. So in the aging analysis, so you can go to primary means all the things we will take up, and here details we require. So aging style. So by expiry date, And here, show only expired batches. If we give yet, only expired batches will be shown. See, this is the only expired batch 7. So this batch number details are not shown now. So the expiry date you require. So for that, it is not showing the expiry date. That one, click F12 and come down here, format condensed, and take the detailed format, accept. So batch number, this is showing batch number and the expiry date 31st May. So only expired. If you want to see all the details, so go to aging details, then here you make it no, not only expired. That means all. If you take that, all batches and expiry dates will be shown. This is 2nd June, 2nd June. So 31st May, it expired. It is expired. That's why it is showing in expired. And this is also expiring on 2nd June. This is 2nd June. It can be sold up to 2nd June. So if you see this on 3rd, suppose if you see it on 1st April to 3rd June, if you take the 3rd June, so here this will show as expired. You see, go to this one. If you go to this one, yes, see, this is expired and this is also expired because we are watching the report. See, on 3rd June, on 2nd June it's expired. Like this, we will take the badges. Okay, now. And then next, go to the next transaction. Next transaction is purchased computer from Excel computers. The number is given. This is a credit transaction. Then where you have to enter this. So at the time of, in the beginning, when you are dealing with vouchers, in the accounting vouchers and sales and purchases, everything. See here, we told goods sold, sales and purchases plus returns, debit note, credit note will be used for goods or services. Returns will not be there for service, goods only. So sales and purchases, we have to enter in the purchase and sales voucher for goods and services only. But for other fixed assets, where you have to enter, if it is a cash transaction, for purchasing, we are pay the money. So payment voucher. For purchasing, that is for selling, if you sell, you will get the money in the receipt voucher, we will enter the asset, purchase or sale. In the case of credit purchase or sale, either purchase or sale of the asset, we will enter in the journal voucher. That's what we learned. But the same thing we can do that. But when we will do that, see here, when there is no GST calculation, because in the payment or receipt or journal vouchers, in those GST will not be calculated automatically. Any tax is to be calculated, or if you select the tax, it is to be calculated automatically. So in those vouchers, GST will not be calculated. It will not be calculated. Okay. But in the case of purchase and sales and debit note, credit note, tax will be calculated automatically. That is why purchase and sale of fixed assets also can be entered in the purchase and sales vouchers, but we have to select accounting invoice, because these goods and service, that is the fixed assets purchased or sold, it is not goods item. Okay, it is not a stock item. That is why item invoice should not be taken. So if here we will enter the computer purchase in purchase voucher only, but this is not goods. That's why purchase account should not be there. Name of item should not be there. We have to select this accounting invoice. So go to accounting invoice. So the bill number is given. See here. This is the bill number. So give the bill number. 2nd June. Who is the party? Purchase from Excel computers. So purchase from Excel computers. So local number is given. And where you purchased here? We purchased, in the case of service, we'll do the service name. In the case of goods also, no stock item details. So we just will give purchase instead of giving here. We'll give purchases. But now it is fixed asset. What's the fixed asset? Fixed asset is computer. So we'll take computer. What is the amount? 35,000 rupees we purchased. And one more thing is, when you are using the stock item invoice, first we will enter the stock items. The total we will take. Going below the total, then we will enter the ledgers, charges, GST, discount, expenses, round off. All these ledgers will be entered below the total. But here, this is accounting invoice, means only accounts, and means only ledgers we enter here. That is why one after one all the ledgers can be entered. So this is one ledger entered. If you have another ledger, another asset or anything, we'll enter that also. And after that, GST also we can be entered here. So CGST and SGST. This is, see the difference. Why you are using purchase here, there? Because for calculation of this tax, automatically we enter here. If it is, there is no tax, GST is not there. Then this can be entered. This is a purchase of on credit. This will be entered in the journal voucher. So that's all. This is the bill wise details. That's all. And then, so this all over. So everything over. And then here, you go and see this display more reports and come to statement of inventory, aging report, primary. If you take all this, see here, only expired goods only aged by expiry date, because here expiry details were taken expiry date and yes, expiry batches only that we are taking. That is why it is showing only the expired goods when you purchased, that is expired on 31st May, only that is showing. All other stocks are active. So this one, and expiry date and batch number we require. For that, if you take F12, take detailed batch number and expiry date also. Item name, batch number, manufactured is not so important. So expiry date is given 31st May. We are seeing on 2nd June. So 31st May expired. So this is the only it is showing. Okay. So that you have to, so that is expired. That expired item. So here, see, this is the 2nd June. So 30th June month end, you will not get the date because your Tally Prime is, if it is education mode, the date you cannot get. But mine is silver, gold. So I will get, but I am showing you. So by the end of the month, so from April, May, June, like that, every day when the goods are expiring, so the goods cannot be returned to the supplier every day. So we will keep them aside in one place, and at the after every 1 month or every 2 months or every quarter. So what are all the items available? So we can see expired items. So those expired items, batch numbers will be there. So batch numbers, on the base of batch numbers from where we purchase. So as per the batch numbers, the expired goods will be returned to the concerned suppliers. So some items to one supplier, some items to one supplier, we will return them. Purchase returns, we use debit note. Okay, in the debit note. So on 2nd, here only there is one thing, only one item expired. So that is the only item. There are, in these 3 months, there will be many items expired. All these items will be returned to the supplier. But here only one, return to the supplier. Who is the supplier here for us? So purchase from another person, Radhika Medicals. So that is still, it is valid, I mean available, not expired. But this only purchase from Shiva Medicals only, pharmaceuticals only, expired 7 boxes. So we will take up voucher, and here Alt F5 is the debit note. So here, so before this, we made the entry for purchase of computers. So we made it as item accounting invoice. That is why it is showing accounting invoice now. We have to change it. Debit note means returning of goods. We have to change it to item invoice. Okay, item invoice. So to whom we are returning to Shiva Pharmaceuticals, and here dispatch details how we are sending, and here original invoice number I have to give. So instead of making enter, it will come here. Otherwise, directly we can come. Just click the mouse here, it will come. What is the original invoice number? That is when you purchased, the original invoice number is this one. That is against this invoice we are making the return. So this one, and here this voucher date it will take by default, but we have to give the date of that invoice, that is 1st April. So 1st April 25. Okay, over. So party details, accept, and here this is purchase returns. Some people they take as purchase only. So if it is taken purchases, when you make purchases, when you return that, if you take the same thing, so from the purchases balance will be taken to the profit and loss account. So there it will show. So 1,000 rupees we purchased, 100 rupees returned. Both if you take purchases, net amount 900 only it will show. It will not show anything. But you have to take it as purchase returns separately. But the group is same. Purchases, group is purchase accounts. For purchase returns, purchase accounts. Group is the same, but you have to create both same. If you create like that, in the profit and loss, both will be different. accounts. That is why in the profit and loss account, total purchases will be shown. Then purchase returns sales are same group. So below that, purchase returns will be reduced and the net amount will be 1000 minus 100. 900 it will show. But previously it will show directly 900. Now it will show purchases 1000, returns minus 100, net amount 900, like that will show. That is why the profit and loss account, purchase or sale, we have to show the details. That is why purchase returns we are taking. What you, this one, this is crossing we are returning. See in this crossing, see when you are making the entries, the balance or the sales voucher, the expired items will not be shown. So here we are returning the expired items, but another batch is there. Another batch we purchased. So here purchased from Radhika Medicals, we purchased 10 boxes and 3 boxes sold. Still valid. See, expiry date is 2nd July. So this is active batch is there, second batch. And the first one expired, it is not showing. But that expired batch, the items, we have to return them. That how will you? For this purpose, one purpose, that is for the purpose of return only, we have to make the setting. So we have to see the what you call the expired items to make the entry. So for this purpose only, we have to make it. We have to see that after returning, Mali you have to go back, because if we keep like that, so later when you sell, expired items also will show. But for this purpose, how we will do is go back. Go back here. This is the item. Press F12. In press F12, make this always yes. Okay, and come down. So in this case, here you see use in the come down, use expired batches for stock items. Expired batches also use that, means show that also. Yes, if we click, and here you see, now if we select that, so this is all the batches it is showing. This batch is totally sold, no balance, and this is the expired item. This is not expired. Okay, so now we require the expired items, 7 items you have to send back. So this one is not expired, this is not, balance is not there. So that you have to select. And what is the thing? 7 boxes are selling. Previously we purchased for 55 rupees. This one purchased for 50 only, but the latest purchase is 55 rupees. 55 rupees, that is we are saying 55. We have to change to the original purchase, 50 rupees each, 50 rupees. The same date, February, see the February and May. February, May it is showing. So this one we are returning, and only one item. If there is one more item, that also will enter. And come down. So CGST also we have to enter GST, and here make it yes. BST details, make it yes, and come down here. What is the reason for issuing this note? That is debit note. What is the reason issuing the note? Debit note. Sales returns are there, but we returned for purchase returns. So GST, make it others. Make it others, and after sending them, he will check up and he will accept the returns, and he will give, we are giving debit note. He will give the credit note. Seller will give credit note. Purchase buyer will give debit note. So when you give that, his number and date we will give. Okay, then we can edit and accept. So here against reference original bill. This is the original bill on 1st April. This is the original amount. Against that, now we are returning 387. That is the amount of this this voucher. So entering that, this is. So now we sold it, and immediately again we have to go to F12. Immediately go to, and all the, not only this, all the suppliers we have to make all the return entries, and then after completing that, in the same voucher debit note, so F12 you go, and this use expired items for stock items, make it no. If you forget and if give it as it is, when you are selling next time, it will show the expired items also. By mistake we will sell them also, should not be sold. Okay, like this we will do. This is the method. This is about the details, that is bill wise details. See, Croatian 101 7 boxes, Croatian 101 7 boxes. See back one. So this is the return purchase. Not only this, it is showing debit note. It is showing debit note here, debit note here. You see, we sent 101 and 7 boxes. Okay, so 101 will batch number 101 7 boxes written. So this is how we will take. Sometimes what they will do is, so they are keeping aside and returning them. But sometimes what they do is, whenever they expire, they will keep in a separate room, they will give a name. That is expired items location. In such case, for other active locations, we have to, in the store we will keep. Then we have to create two locations. One is store location, another is expired item location. With the help of Alt F7, transfer of goods, that is stock journal, the expired goods should be transferred from the store location to the expired goods location. So in the stores only, in the stores, in the books, in the store location, only active items will be there, active batches will be there, expired will be there in the other godown. And when making the sales, I mean, return, we have to return the goods to the in respective suppliers, but from the expired goods location, expired items location, that will be done. But this also the same. Okay, this is about the batch wise details. Just you work out, and all the other problems also you work out, you will understand very well. Okay. And then we are selling purchasing goods in boxes and selling boxes, but is separate purchases box, sell box, or open that, sell in strips. So boxes are strips, two items. Then how to do that one called as alternate items and compound items. In next other videos we will learn about them also. Not this problem, about this how we will use different units. Okay, in one company we use 2 units or 3 units. What, how to deal with that, how to make the entry. Okay, with that, wish you all the best. Bye. We'll meet in the next video.